Hi, everyone. Mitch from PickDogs.com here with Jay, Chris, and Costi. It is Monday, November 11th, 2024, here with your live show, live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, Monday, we do our best and worst and a lot of other stuff. And, of course, we're always changing things up here at Pick Dogs. Starting tomorrow, we'll have a new co-host on our morning shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays, at least for the time being, and we'll probably mix things up a little bit. See how that goes and move some things around. But it's a surprise. Don't want to ruin it. All right, you got me. Stop pushing so hard. Brad Francis. Anyways.
Yeah, you're the worst at keeping secrets. You're the worst, man. You just said it's a surprise. Now it's not a surprise. Are you kicking me off?
They pushed me.
Are you kicking me off?
They pushed me.
Well,
we're gonna see how it goes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're up for review.
Yep. Might put you on the one day a week plan.
I wouldn't be upset with that.
We'll see. Trying to give everybody a chance.
Mondays are tough for me anyway because I do it's called P&L Mondays over here in the syndicate office where I do a profit and loss report for every single fund. Been doing it all morning, but
raise your hand if you care.
Thanks, Jay.
It's this world's smallest violin.
It's a violin. If I'm trying to say, I didn't say it took time.
I gotta do the P&L every Monday. Poor Costa.
No, I like doing the P&Ls Mondays, especially like this Monday. It's a fun P&L because everybody won.
Everybody won. Anyways,
feels good.
Speaking of winning. Jay heating up in his hoop still after I called everybody out, drew the line in the sand. See, that's what happens.
Grimace.
All you people out there say, Jay should go off on his own. It's like, yeah, for you guys, threw him under the bus because he lost the freaking Clippers game. I mean, seriously, man. Fuck the Clippers. Jay, what's happening?
Money making Monday, man. We're here, like we're in the thick of it. So it's like those weekends, sometimes they hit you like a bus with everything going right now. College football, NFL, NBA, it's like you're on a treadmill and you can't step off.
I'll tell you, got hit by a bus was Will Levis, man. Oh my God, did he get just crushed?
Kyler Murray got crushed too.
When he got his helmet knocked off?
Yeah.
But Will Levis, it was a continuous beatdown. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And my wife was like, I said, man, they're really getting home. My wife's like, what did you say? I said, that explained to her what that meant. And then she saw the next play he had to clean it again. It was any obvious, Boza, it was kind of like Kirk Gibson in the World Series. He only played in obvious passing situations. And it was like, oh my God. It was jailbreak on every freaking play. But,
man.
Oh yeah, he didn't even see the guy coming half the time. The best that Levis was able to do is he got crushed, he fumbled, and then the offensive lineman picked it up and started running. I always love that because not that it's people always they love when the big guy starts running. The defensive linemen now run 4.2 40s anyway, like everybody else. And
no, they don't.
They do. The defensive linemen do, but
4.2.
Well, they run sub
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7. So very, very fast. But the offensive linemen don't. But the funniest thing is that they always get tackled by the 165-pound corner, and it's always a very decisive tackle. They just sweep the legs, and it's always they just knock them right in their ass, and it's not he's grinding forward or anything like that. It's just boom. That's exactly how that one went. But speaking of getting tackled by the ankles and falling face first, Chris, how's it going?
Yeah, it's that sums up my weekend basically. It was one of the tougher ones in one of my tougher weekends recently. But you know what? It's fine. It's a new week, chance to bounce back.
I got drilled Saturday, man. I got absolutely bent over.
Well,
it started for me on Friday night, and we'll get into it. But it started for me on Friday night, and it carried into Saturday. And then yesterday, I texted Costi. I said, I bounced back the biggest of everybody.
He did.
And I said, I said, bet your life savings on
Chargers.
Chargers. I said, take the Chargers. And then I also sent him the clip. Go Chargers, go.
He did. All facts.
All facts. It was my play of the day, and it was an easy winner. Anyways, Costi, what's happening?
It's pretty much dead on the money with my own games yesterday. That I released.
What was your circa?
So circa was the Bengals, the Broncos, the Saints, lost the Jets.
You took the Jets?
I'm done. They're on the do not bet list. I'm so
week 11. They're on do not bet.
No, because I I do it with my buddy, and he was big on them. And
guy's an idiot.
Then tonight I have the Rams at 1.5 in the circa, so 4-1 if I can get this one tonight.
So me and Chris and me and Jay each have entries. Usually I'll flip around each week. I'll let these guys do the picks one week, and I'll do the picks the other week. Jay didn't send them in, so I just did ours, and we've used Chris's. So ours, Jay, we had the Bills, then we had the Cardinals. Of course, we take the Cardinals. Then we had the Texans. We had the Chargers, and we had the I don't remember who else we had. I don't know who it was. Oh, Steelers. So 4-1.
Yeah, my three top ones in there: Steelers, Cardinals, Texans.
Chargers.
Texans was my top play, but I got greedy. I took a money line, but I took everybody money line yesterday. Yesterday was the day I said I'm going all money line on dogs.
So the issue with NFL money line dogs like that, it's like
I know
the risk is not worth the reward, not worth the risk. Like for me, plus 135, I'm not going to do it. But if you're going to give me like the Miami Heat against the Celtics at plus 400, I'll go on that.
What was it, 160? And then close to game time, I got up like 180-ish. So, I thought it was
160 is not bad. 160.
Yeah, coming off the mini bye too at home, Sunday Night Football. I just felt like it was a money line style.
But getting that hook though, man, was
gigantic. I know. Got a little greedy. It happens. But other than that, it was an amazing day, amazing weekend, amazing week. Just trying to keep rolling.
Saturday was bad for me and start our winners and losers. And I'm going to say winner, the fucking Georgia Tech quarterback, man. We just could not get him down. And, I mean, we saw the writing on the wall with this defense all season long, and it just came back and bit us. Thing is, we win out. We win the championship game of our conference. We're exactly where we were if we were undefeated. And it doesn't make one bit of difference. But thing is, we have no more room for error. We lose the championship game or another game, we're out. So.
Question for you. Speaking of your winners or losers, how do you feel about Miami still being ranked above SMU with the loss?
Well, I mean, they both have the same record, so it doesn't really matter. It's like
one was to unbeaten BYU, one was to GT.
I wouldn't say any of those things. I would say, why are all these 2-loss teams ranked ahead of both of them? It's like why is Penn State with a 1 loss ranked way the hell up? I mean, they're ass. I mean, you look at the rankings are a joke. They always have been. And that's why, the rankings are a joke, and that's why they started the BCS to begin with. There used to not even be BCS. There was only rankings. Then it went BCS, then the playoff, and now the expanded playoff, and they're going to expand it again because it's going to be a mess again, just like we knew it would be. Going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. It's
gonna be Big Ten and SEC, and everyone's gonna cry foul, and there'll be a congressional hearing. That's how these things are. No, there are congressional. Why do you think like the group of 5 automatically now gets a bowl bid? It was a congressional hearing, is where these things go. Oh, the other loser, before I even give these guys a chance, Golden for the Gators. You're a piece of shit. Jay, you're up. We could all do Golden if you want. What a piece of shit, man, that guy is. Stalker, weirdo, creepster, creep, fucking creep. I would never have a kid anywhere near that guy. If I'm a parent of one of those basketball players, I get them the hell out of there, man. A creep. Stalking students.
I didn't see what you're talking about.
The Florida
Florida
Gators
coach.
basketball coach.
Yeah, Florida coach
Golden.
got accused of stalking and
current and former students, sending genitalia pictures to current and former students, married with 2 kids. What a creep loser, man.
Terrible.
Terrible, man. Bullshit. And the fact that he's not suspended yet is just another terrible thing on the Florida team. It's like, I understand, guilty till proven, or innocent till proven guilty and all that shit. You're guilty, man. I don't give a shit.
Fair.
Sorry, I just got a text from a client. Just an educational question. Why do you keep betting on the Jets?
Man.
I don't. The thing about the Jets pick yesterday, and we can get to this if you want. I don't even see the path, man.
I don't even see the path either.
I don't even see the path or
no
the thought
path.
process. The Titans and the Jets, like those two, I don't even see the thought process or the path. Man.
For the Cardinals in that game, that'd be my first winner. The Arizona Cardinals, because I still think they're.
It was between the Cardinals and the Chargers for my top play yesterday.
The Cardinals going into that game had played the tougher schedule,
Toughest schedule.
had beaten the better teams, and were the better team, but yet they were a dog.
And James Conner, man, is the Pro Bowl running back for the NFC. He's the best running back in the NFC this season. It's not even close, man.
That line didn't make sense at all. So,
and you see Aaron Rodgers just drilled, man.
Loser. Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on, bro. Y'all trash.
Devontae Adams is sitting on the bench like, man, I could have been Vegas playing craps, man. I could have been like, Showgirls and Carrot Top and all kinds of shit. Instead, I'm sitting here next to this old, done quarterback who was once great and one of the smartest guys in the entire league, man. And he's smart enough to know, man. He don't want to take the Jets, man.
Word for word, bar for bar, man. So winner Arizona Cardinals, man. I keep telling y'all, I better watch out for them Cardinals. They may win that division. They may win it. And then loser Aaron Rodgers.
Got the head-to-head.
Is he in MVP talks now, Kyler?
Well, Heisman for sure.
Heisman.
Well, yeah. Well, he already got that. He's going for back-to-back.
I mean, they're running him in for the touchdown.
Kyler has taken the Heisman from Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold, yeah.
Yeah, he's taking it back.
Is there anything better than having a team to win and then the quarterback runs one in like that up by 31, or by 24, whatever the case was. Like when he just runs, it makes everybody look stupid, like grasping at air, to go up by 30 or whatever. And it's like, oh my God. The Jets are, oh God. Did you see that Brees Hall get lit up also? Oh my God. He got just
I'm done.
crushed.
I'm not done with the Jets because guess what? I already bet them for next week. But they're at home versus the Colts. So
love
terrible.
The Colts. Love the Colts.
Give me the Colts.
Colts are
Love the
ass.
Colts, man. Love the
Colts
Colts.
are terrible.
Love the Colts.
I love the Colts money line plus
that Colts, man.
You
Joe Flacco revenge game.
Nah, it's probably Aaron. AR might be back in there by then.
No, he won't. He's done.
No,
Nah,
They're not putting it back in.
dog water.
You want to bet?
No way. Yeah, I'll bet you. You think this week he's going to be back in?
I think they put AR back in there this week. They done lost back to back with Flacco. Like you're not moving the needle with doing that shit. So this is the week they go back to him.
And the thing that killed the Colts too in that game against the Bills is they were down in the red zone, and they didn't have that option of running that QB option. Like they should have at least put him in right there.
Yep.
They have too many injuries. Michael
Makes
Pittman.
me watching the
best
fucking
receiver
game.
now.
I don't know if y'all be watching games.
So the odds makers don't count the injuries.
I was
Is that all of a
saying
sudden
the same thing. I'm saying
factor here?
bro. If
Talking
y'all
about,
gonna do
man.
this right here, y'all need to do the two
Fucking
quarterback.
Jets, man.
I'm trying to be smart. Run the two quarterback system. Let
Sick of
Flacco be
Jets,
but let AR come in and do his little shit, man. But no, there's this fake shit in the NFL where it's like, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. You know, you need the leader of the team, man. Fuck that, man.
There's been some good 2 quarterbacks.
Man, we're here to win games, man. And I feel like they trying to get too cute. So they might just flip to AR this week, even though they need to go 2 quarterback systems. But
I don't know why they didn't put him in the red zone there. If they did, they cover that game. They couldn't get in. Jets. You got to be kidding me.
Fucking Jets.
You're off the show. Speaking off the show, Chris. This is like I learned not to say a word in these situations.
Yep, pretty much. It's burned into my brain now. Loser. Joe Shane, GM of the Giants. How do you think it's acceptable to give Daniel Jones 4 years, $160 million, $92 million guaranteed when he can't even hit Malik Neighbors wide open? And then you throw, pick sixes left and right. Danny Dimes to the other team. That's what we got to start realizing this guy is. This is brutal.
Terrible.
2-8 for the second straight year, and no quarterback options in sight. So Joe Shane is not just a loser of the week; he's the idiot of the week. Just long term for thinking that was an acceptable decision after yesterday.
Terrible. Guys,
What's that?
winner, loser.
Winner, loser. Sorry, I'm doing 15.
No, he's calling you a loser.
No.
I got plus 260. I was just looking at it. Plus 260 on the
whatever.
Panthers yesterday. Money line.
That was one of
Winner,
the ones where
winner.
I meant to bet the Panthers, but it was early and it was too late to put it in.
Money line was plus 260.
I got a loser. Houston Texans. How do you get 5 picks on your defense? 5, and you lose the game? Like, in what world?
In what world?
In what world do you get 5 interceptions and you still lose the game
Fixed world.
at home?
That's a good one, Costa.
Not upset because I got them 5 o'clock last night plus 4 that all my clients did as well as soon as it moved. But
Oh my
still.
God, man. Dude, it's like
What?
very boring.
What do you mean boring? What's boring?
Oh, of course I got, this. It's like
No,
you're
we
like
didn't
the
bet
YouTube
them.
commenter. You're like worse, man.
What do you mean?
Oh, but good thing I live bet it. It's like
It's not a live bet. I have my clients are literally texting me while I'm on the show. So I'm always concurrent with what they actually receive if you're getting that VIP access from me, which is texting you the games in real time. The line moved to 4 at 5 o'clock. David Miller hammered it.
Meanwhile, the
Paid
rest
out
of
the
us,
line.
the rest of us put our picks out there for the world to
Well,
see.
I'm a
man,
little
at the
different.
lines that were available to the general public.
They were available at 4. It moved to 4. I'm different. Not saying it's right or wrong for what you do, but that's just where I am. Literally, I was talking about my Circa picks, and a client texted me, goes, "So that means you bet the Rams, right?" And I said, No. Don't bet the Rams. I got them at a different line in my Circa contest than what it is now. So it's just, it's a give and take.
I had the Patriots in game in that Super Bowl against the Falcons. I bet the halftime for them to win outright. Plus, when they were down, all those the most that they were down, I bet it all the way through. It was a great day. Am I up?
Yep.
So many places to go. I'm going to have to go with the guy who kind of has done it all season long for me. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a blessing. It's a curse. It's Hudson Card. I mean, what are you doing? I had Ohio State top play on Saturday. I don't understand how this guy is still on the varsity. Like, what does he do that keeps him there? Does he have pictures of somebody? What's his season stats, Chris? What is their season numbers on this clown? He stinks, man. So he's completed 60% of his passes. He's got
more than I thought he had.
8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, which is a miracle, man. But does it have how many times he's actually been sacked? Because he's got 36 attempts for minus 15 yards overall.
Hold on, I'll look. I'll see if.
This guy's terrible, man. I even had Ohio State, and I'm saying he stinks. Terrible, man. Doing. He hasn't had, outside of the Indiana State game and the 1 touchdown with no interceptions against Northwestern, he hasn't had a game all season where he's had more touchdown passes than interceptions.
So Purdue as a team has allowed 24 sacks this season.
Yeah, that's him. So the thing is that here's the school that brought you Bob Greasy, brought you Drew Brees, brought you, Kyle Orton, who I would take by a mile over this guy. I don't understand. How is this the best that you can get? On what planet, man? I mean, when I lived in Chicago, this was the first Chick-fil-A in the Midwest, was in West Lafayette. We used to stop there on the way to Cincinnati just for it to grab a number 1. My wife with no pickles, just like Jay likes his. I don't know, man. I ain't saying it. What's going on there, man? 66-7 in Notre Dame, 35-0 Oregon, 45-0 against Ohio State, 52-6 against Wisconsin. That's a lot, man. 45 and 35 is 80, plus 49 is 129, plus 66 is 195-7. He started all of those games. Whatever, man. Jay.
2 winners, back to back. First, Kansas City Chiefs, man. Just prevail. They just prevail, man. They didn't cover, but they winning, baby. And we got into a little discussion yesterday if they can run it. I think they can run it. I'm still telling folk I think they can run it.
No chance.
Yeah, yes, chance. Survive another week. Look grim, pull it out. Gotta rock with them. And then for the other one, hashtag, we fucking coming, man. God damn. Second place in the Big 12 currently, control their destiny for it's pretty much everything they want to do. Anything they want to do, it's right in their hands. They went out. They're in the Big 12 title game. Win that game, they're in the college football playoff as the 4 seed. They have the best quarterback in America, the best weapon in America.
Oh God, they have about the 6th or 7th best quarterback in America.
No, they don't.
At best.
No, they
At
don't.
best.
No, they don't.
At best. Yes.
No.
Yes, they do. At best.
He's the
At
best.
best.
He's the
No,
best
he's not.
quarterback in the nation.
Not even then you've only watched one quarterback because he's not even close.
Give me name rattle off 5 right now.
I would take
I'm not taking Cam Ward over him. I'm sorry.
I would take Cam Ward over him any day of the week. I would take Dylan Gabriel over him any day of the week, man. I would take Arch Manning over him any day of the week. I would take Ewers over him any day of the week, man. Yeah, absolutely. This guy doesn't understand the position. When he gets the pass rush on him, he runs backwards. It will be a problem when they play against the good teams, which they haven't done. They haven't played anybody, man.
Same person that told me they didn't have 4 wins. Now look, we're now.
Well, right. We give them credit for that.
Yeah,
we give them credit. It doesn't make him a better decision maker than he was. It means that some of these teams
continue to move the goalpost.
No, I'm not moving the goalpost.
No matter what he does, no matter what he does, no matter what they do,
he hasn't done anything.
Shit. I mean,
what has he done?
That's not what I see.
What has he done?
He has a program that had one win before he got there that lost. Their average loss margin was 29 points. Now, a ranked team with a chance to go and make the playoff. I mean, there's a couple other teams that
believe me, there are teams with no quarterback that
there's
have
a
done
couple other
that.
teams
Man.
that fit that mold,
There are
but
teams that
I
have
don't
no
think
quarterback that have done that. Football's not a one-man game.
When you look
Football,
at
not a one-man game. They've won despite him a few times. And football's not a game that revolves like a quarterback can just win you the game.
I'm telling you what I think. You can have your opinion. I think right now, based on my eye test, he's the best quarterback in America.
Because you haven't watched enough games.
You're wrong. I'm Saturday. I'm sitting on the couch watching college football just like you are. And you're
blinded, man, because this guy's terrible.
I'm not. I mean,
believe me, I've seen I have an unbelievable record.
I've sat back and who has Miami played for you to sit here and be like, Cam Ward in Miami, man, they've done nothing. They haven't played anybody either, and they haven't looked dominant in their games.
But he doesn't run backwards.
And I could sit here and make the argument that Cam Ward has tremendously better weapons on the outside for the collective. You know what I mean? So. It's like you got to compare.
I would say that Hunter is better than any of the guys that Miami has, and I would say that Hunter has bailed this guy out time and time again.
Man. I'm just saying,
time and time again.
Western too.
What?
When Ewers got benched mid-game for Arch Manning because how bad he played at Georgia, like you know what I mean? That happened. We've called as a Texas fan. I've heard Texas fans call for Quinn Ewers' job this season. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you got to call a spade a spade. Dylan Gabriel did break the FBS record for most touchdowns ever. He is balling low key, but I don't trust Oregon quarterbacks, really. He wasn't all that to me before he got there.
Because Colorado quarterbacks have such a better track record in the NFL than Oregon quarterbacks.
No, they don't. But I'm just saying, I got to see Dylan Gabriel again. I got to see
Bo Nix.
Just based on Bo Nix and Justin Herbert, neither one of them I'm all that high on. I'm not high on either. So
they both are better than any quarterback that Colorado's put in the NFL.
Neither one of them, I think, when Shedeur get there, will be better than him. So that's my
no chance.
That's my thought.
This guy will be the Jamarcus Russell, man. He's the Jamarcus Russell. I'll just go on this, and I'll say that I know you've only been with us a couple of years, but Chris has been with me a lot longer, and I happen to have like a tremendous track record of tracking these guys from college to the NFL, and I will tell you this guy's a bust. I'm going to tell you right now, he's a bust. I've been wrong before. I was wrong on Patrick Mahomes, right? I was wrong on Patrick Mahomes.
To be wrong about, so I mean,
I own it. No, I was wrong on Patrick Mahomes, but Jamarcus Russell, Mitch Trubisky, I've been on all these guys, man. Any of these quarterbacks you trade up for, who was bashing Carson Wentz, man? I was, right? Who was the guy that got death threats for the Trey Lance analysis? I was, man. I could show you the text, man, of people threatening my life for saying that Trey Lance was a stiff.
They not Shedeur, though.
Trey Lance is better than Shedeur.
No,
way better.
No, he's not.
Did you watch him yesterday? Oh, yeah, he is. Yesterday? Yes, he is.
Watch him yesterday? No, he's not.
He's never exactly. This is going to be worse than that. Good. This is going to be worse.
Shedeur has literally been good at quarterback at every level of football he's played. You know what I mean?
Who picked? All right. Who picked? Jay, who picked in the summer, right before the season? Who picked Joe Burrow to win the Heisman at 500?
Just because you hit on a couple and doesn't
hit on a couple, man. I hit on a couple.
It doesn't mean
500 to 1 to win the freaking Heisman.
Chris, what are you doing? Like it.
Chris is like, please don't break out the ticket.
Because no matter what I do, I get talked over. So I'm just sitting here,
no, but you got to keep order. This is we forgot about that bit.
I try to, but I might as well try to do it on mute. Because it's just like I'm not going to get in the middle. I'm going to be that person that tries to break up a fight, and I'm the one that gets punched.
That's all good.
Not these two would ever punch each other, but.
It's just ridiculous.
I'm
man.
just saying, if Bo Nix, Drake May, Caleb Williams.
When you
like,
see this
they're
guy,
in the league
all right,
right
so
now.
I
Like,
what
no,
the best case scenario.
they're in
The
the
best
league
case
right now. I
scenario,
thought Drake
Jay.
may get a
No,
dub
we'll
here.
see. So what we'll do. What we'll do is when this guy's played against a good team, he got bent over and slaughtered in Oregon, right? I mean, he got just
You're talking
beaten
about
to a pulp.
last season.
And believe me,
no
they
offensive
play against a
line.
good team this season, the same thing will happen because he sucks. And that's it. When that happens, we'll bet. And we won't even need to bet on the outcome of the game. We could just bet on Shador's performance.
I don't need to bet. We'll
We'll just bet on Shador's performance, man, because he's so good. He's going to get slaughtered.
I'll be right in the long run.
He's not good. No chance.
Hashtag
overrated, man.
Hashtag we coming.
Overrated.
Continue to move the goalposts, and they're going to continue.
Yeah,
to
just like I was wrong about Mitch Trubisky and Jamarcus Russell, Carson Wentz, and all those other guys. Yeah, I was so wrong about all of them. The guy the Ravens took, the guy, he's so good. The guy from Cal, because he threw the ball from his knees, Kyle whatever.
Butler.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a joke, man.
That was the biggest
terrible.
Joke.
Oh, Carson Palmer. I mean, what a joke that guy
was decent.
Right, but was he number one overall all world?
Well, who's been number one overall that's actually turned out to be great?
Well, Peyton Manning was pretty good.
Outside of that, I'm talking about in the last 10 years.
In the last years. Well, let's see who the number one overalls have been in the last 10 years. I'm going to guess they're all really good except for Caleb Williams.
I'm just saying, based on the quarterbacks that have been drafted in the last 5 years, you don't even got to go number one. You can just look at the whole thing in the last 5. He's going to be just fine.
All right. Last 10 years, number one overall pick. Okay.
Joe Burrow was good.
Caleb Williams.
Trash.
Bryce Young.
Trash.
Trayvon Walker.
That doesn't count. Not a quarterback.
He's very good,
Trash.
Man. Trevor Lawrence.
Trash.
No, he's not trash. He's
Trash.
better than Shedeur Sanders.
Trash.
Well, it's not what we're talking about. Just trash.
Joe Burrow.
I don't know. Is he?
He's elite.
Joe Burrow.
Elite.
Joe.
Kyler.
Who?
Kyler Murray.
Elite.
Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
I think that's his comp. That's his comp.
Miles Garrett.
To me, that's his comp.
And Jared Goff.
That's his comp. To me, is Baker. That's his comp.
No, his comp is Jared Goff, man.
His comp is, I think that's who he's. I think that he can run that.
Let's go even before that with number one overall quarterbacks. Andrew Luck, Cam Newton,
Elite.
Matthew Stafford,
Elite.
Jamarcus Russell. This is his guy. Then we go back. Eli. Next before that, Alex Smith. No, missed there.
Decent.
No. Eli
Alex
Manning,
decent.
Carson Palmer, David Carr, Michael Vick, elite. Tim Couch, Peyton Manning. Now we're way back.
Tim Couch.
Look,
Cleveland. All I hear is Cleveland.
Let me ask you right now. You got
Aikman.
You're the whoever, and you got the 3rd overall pick. You get to choose the first quarterback off the board coming out of college. Who you choosing right now this season?
It depends who's available.
They're all available.
Say that again. A quarterback?
Yeah.
Then I'll take Arch Manning.
Except for him, he's probably staying. He's probably staying.
He's going to Ole Miss or he's staying. Or he's going to Ole Miss or he's coming out. It's one or the other. He's not staying.
He's staying at Texas.
No chance. Zero chance.
After they win the national title, he's gonna be like, I'm acquiring the national championship team. I'm gonna run it. We can do it again.
They're not winning the national championship team.
They can't.
We're number 3, and the team above us is fucking Ohio State.
And when in the last 50 years has the top 4 teams been the top 4 at the end of the season? The top 4 in this exact week, I'd say 0.
I like my chances against Oregon.
I like 0 chances, man. You're gonna lose to A&M. You might not even make the playoff, man.
Okay.
I mean, the game against Georgia wasn't like, it was a close game and Georgia pulled it out at the end. They got slaughtered, man. It was a slaughter. It was kind of like bone-jarring hits that hurt when you were sitting on the couch, man.
So no Arch Manning. Who's your first quarterback off the board?
I'd have to really look a little more, but
it's not that hard. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
It wouldn't be. I would take Cam over Shedeur Sanders any day of the week, man. It's not even close.
I'm not.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Mitch's argument,
That's how you end up with Trey Lance and Cooper Rush on your bench. Anyways,
if Mitch, if your argument is is the first quarterback in the last couple of years has been a bust, and you don't like Shedeur, let him go first.
Well, we're going to be drafting there, so
now you're going to get.
I'll say this:
we're going to Vegas. Y'all are getting Cam, and everything's going to be fine. That's how it's going to be. The thing that might make it funky is the Giants, how bad the Giants are, and if they try to draft one of them. But the way, just thinking how the Giants play it out, they're going to stick with Daniel Jones again and just be like, we're running back with Daniel Jones. Let's go. So we good.
For me, the profile of Shedeur Sanders is this. My stance is softened on Colorado. I actually gave out Colorado on the breakdown last week because I like their spot. But the best pass defense they've played so far is 50th, and that was the game they lost against Nebraska.
I agree with this about Cam all the way. He holds on to the ball way too long, in a sense of urgency is there. And he also tries to create something out of nothing to a fault. Like, he has the ability to create something out of nothing, but that's okay when it's a little dunk pass or a guy who's broken wide open down the field. It's not laid over the middle, which he does too often for my taste. But overall, I'd way rather have that than a guy that runs backwards, man, any day of the week.
The thing about Shedeur is that he's a product of an offense that can't run the football, so they are forced to pass it. Right now, Colorado is third worst in the country in rushing yards per game, only ahead of Middle Tennessee and Kent State. So he's a product of a team that has to pass the football. But again, he's played
it up, man. They winning.
The best pass defense that he played outside of Nebraska, a game that Colorado lost, was 73rd in passing yards allowed per game.
Give my boy NFL line, NFL running back,
NFL pass rush,
NFL defense on
the
NFL
pass rush.
I think he'll be fine.
I think he'll be running for his life backwards. Like, he'll be worse than Will Levis.
No, fuck no. Now you're just talking. Now you're just yapping. Will Levis
was a poor man's Will Levis.
So you're telling me Will Levis was better in college than Shedeur? Go ahead and say it, please. Piss me off.
Yeah,
please.
He was better.
All right, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Good show. Mitch just out here yapping, bro. Like, what?
I'd rather have that Indiana quarterback than
Curtis Rourke.
Shedeur for sure.
Hell,
how about the Michigan quarterback, Chris? You think you'd rather have him than Shedeur?
Okay, that's where I'm drawing the line.
You want to see something, man? You put on that Ball State game tomorrow. You want to see something.
Jay wants to crap on my if you don't have if you don't have three quarterbacks, or if you have three quarterbacks, you don't have one quarterback line, but that's Michigan. They have three quarterbacks, none of them are capable of playing the quarterback position. And one of them retired because he figured that out.
I like Mondays. There's so much to talk about.
So here's the rankings as of CBS Sports. Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Quinn Ewers, Carson Beck, who's having a little tough go of it.
He's ass.
Milroe, who I don't love. Nussmeier, who could be the wild card here. Drew Aller, Ruffalo's favorite, Kyle McCord. Miller Moss, who Miller Moss could be going to Michigan from what I'm hearing. And he's going in the portal. And then Jackson Dart, who is the wild card here, because when he leaves, an Arch comes in to fill that spot. I mean, you have to admit, it's a natural progression here.
It's the line. It's the lineal move that makes sense.
It makes so much sense that people listen. A grandpa, and it's so easy for him to get to the mic and say it. He's like, Arch, it just seemed like you were just ready to go with this Texas program, and Coach Sark really had everything geared, ready for you to go. My grandfather played at Ole Miss. My uncle played at Ole Miss. I was born to
why
play
didn't he
Ole
go
Miss.
there? Why didn't he go there the first time?
Because I'm going to guess that at Texas is probably a pretty fun place to go to school. He's going to sit on the bench either way, man.
And because it wasn't socially accepted at the time, but we're in the days where the NIL was
y'all hit me with solid arguments. You know what I mean? Them was two solid arguments. Texas is a fun school. If you ain't never been on 6th Street,
If any of these guys go above Travis, I will tell you.
Never been my age and hit 6th Street, then you're missing life, bro. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think there's ever been a defensive back that's been drafted number 1.
You need to go to Austin, hit 6th Street, man. It's a time. And then on the flip side of that, Chris, that is a great point about the dollar, because at the time they was still kind of looking at folk like, you getting paid?
No, but Arch Manning has never taken $1 of NIL money. He donates all the NIL money that he gets. He doesn't take any of that money.
I know that.
He donates all of it. So if you're an NFL GM and you don't take Travis Hunter, if you got the number 1 pick, you should be fired immediately. Like they should, like if you announce, like you say, okay, with the number 1 overall pick, the Dolphins take, Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, they should come to the mic and say, and the new GM for the Miami Dolphins is Mitch. I mean, because I think if you don't take Travis Hunter with the first pick in the NFL draft, you're an idiot, man.
The Cowboys will select him at 4. I think.
No chance. He's a generational player, man. Once in a lifetime player.
Hashtag tank for Travis, man.
He is the best college player that's come along in a very, very long time.
So we can tank for Travis. Please.
I would say he's the best college player to come to the NFL since Barry Sanders. And everyone knows I still got Barry ahead of him, but I think that he's probably the best NFL player, best player to hit the NFL since Barry. Barry's still here. Everyone knows Barry's here on my list. Barry's here. Everyone else is here.
It's gonna be interesting because a lot of
Barry,
top
Peyton,
a lot of them teams at the top gonna need a quarterback.
Barry,
unless
Peyton,
it's
Ray.
The only team, the team that's the wild card that doesn't need a quarterback, they really do, but they think they don't, is Jacksonville's. They may select them depending on how bad they are and where they are.
I'll explain to the way the ranking system works. It's Barry, Peyton,
I'm just
Ray, Ed.
But all the other bad teams, I think, desperately need a quarterback, and we'll try to draft one. So we'll see.
Mahomes, Hunter. Yeah, he's going to last that long in the draft for sure. like that makes any sense at all. No one even traded that pick to them. Cowboys need a QB, but they'll hit the free agency for that. Aaron Rodgers is available.
We don't need a QB.
What else you guys want?
That was my other winner. One more winner. Winner yesterday, even though he didn't play, Dak Prescott. All you Dak Prescott haters, please shut the fuck up. Please. Y'all, you got to see it yesterday. At half, 36 passing yards. That's what y'all want, bro? That's what y'all want? 36 passing yards at the half. 36. Dak is not the problem, bro. He's the savior. We need to switch some other shit up, man. That ain't the problem, man. So I just had to get that out. Winner, Dak, even though he didn't play yesterday.
I don't know, man. I kind of like the way Trey Lance looked back there.
He wasn't watching.
He's gonna get his shot.
I was watching the Kyler Murray show, man.
One more quick loser for me.
I had sent Costi the text.
Kyler
for our put it in our group, right? Kyler for Heisman.
Yeah. My other loser of the week is
there
Oklahoma.
You go. At least somebody said it. Now I feel better. At least it's all out there.
But yeah, Oklahoma is my other loser of the week.
Chris, you want to address that one? You want to take the other
No.
That's
why I'm trying to change the subject. I'm trying to get canceled. 124 to go. Oklahoma goes up 7. You look at their win expectancy, it's like 95%. Mizzou drives, scores to tie it, and Oklahoma does Oklahoma things.
That was
Arnold gives up the strip sack, the scoop and score. and Oklahoma completely fumbles the bag, and you let Drew Pine beat you.
And the whole thing was, I was mocking Pine at that point to Romanelli. Like when they took the lead, I was like, "Oh, at least I'm good, here because I know Drew Pine's not going to beat me." It's like, oh my god, man. That was the worst.
And I also feel bad for anyone who had the under in that game. 28 points in the last 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Just terrible. But yeah, Oklahoma, year one in the SEC, not going according to plan.
Costi.
Here we go. Winner, Baker Mayfield. You have no receivers, a shell of a team, and you still play your heart out. And man, it was their game to lose. I'm not doubting, the whole organization to just show up no matter what against a tough San Fran team with McCaffrey back, and Purdy was doing Purdy things. But man, shout out to Baker, man. I guess it was Cleveland. I was giving him a lot of crap, and he was in Cleveland, and he was just too cocky. But man, Baker's the real deal, man. Really respect his game, his grit. Doesn't matter who's out there. He's just lighting the scoreboard up. And that one play where he was running and he had Bosa on his arm. He was like, Bosa was holding onto his arm. He was pushing Bosa away, and he throws the ball and gets a first down. Woo, man. He's a baller. Shout out to Baker.
I'm going to go with the Northern Kentucky men's basketball team. I knew I was in a bad spot. Getting 20 and a half, down by 20. They hit the 2 free throws with like less than 30 seconds left to go. They foul, lose by 22 to not cover the spread with 19 seconds left to go in the game. Down by 20. They foul. You ass. Vegas. Tell me it's not fixed. How about the touchdown by Ridley, too, yesterday to hit the over in that Chargers game? 18 seconds left to go. It's like all over the place, man. Anything else? Any more final words about Shedeur Sanders' inability to get the ball down the field in a meaningful way?
I think it's time to cross off Shedeur Sanders for Heisman on the Do Not Bet list.
Oh, bullshit.
Nah, that's all for me, man.
Uh-oh. Here comes the Labrador Retriever. He's looking at me. He's trying to hold it together. It's his goldfish. You don't like all the cords over here.
What was it? I forgot. What was it? Shout out to Mac Jones, though. Oh, that's who else. Shout out Mac Jones. We cashed our 2 interception prop for Mac Jones yesterday on the show.
So
that was stealing money from a baby. Come on.
I don't hate Sanders. I just think he's overrated. I don't hate him at all. I think he acts like an asshole on top of it. Yeah, I don't hate him, but I definitely hate Tatum. But him, I don't really hate him. I don't understand it, man. It's like it's hard for me to understand how like his behavior is acceptable in any way. It's like if it's anybody else, it's unacceptable. You don't. It's not done. It's just not done that way. Anyways. I don't know, man. I think athletes in general, they have an obligation to be a role model. That's what you sign up for. And I think Shedeur Sanders is not that. I think Travis Hunter is. And that's why I say, like, he's the guy, man. Travis Hunter is a 4.0 student, man. He is like, he's the guy.
I agree, but disagree. I think there's different strokes for different folks, and there's different ways of doing it. Yes,
he's a social media whore, man. It's like,
and then
that's
in
horrible,
today's day and
man.
age, though, in today's day and age,
It's it doesn't make it okay
to you,
to anybody, man.
in today's day and
to
age,
anybody, man. To anybody,
nothing wrong with that.
anybody, man. To anybody. To anybody. Anyways, let's we're an hour in. Let's get to some games. We've got any hockey tonight, Chris? All right, so there's no hockey. So we'll move on. We got college hoops.
Six games.
You want to talk about hockey? Here, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. You're good.
Go ahead.
You're good. You're fine. You just asked the question. I just
Here you go. Take it away.
No, we're good. Watch the wrapper. Don't do this to me.
Gave you the chance.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
LIU versus the Force. Ohio State versus Youngstown State. Citadel versus Stetson. They're the Hatters. North Alabama versus Tennessee Martin. Notre Dame versus Buffalo. Alabama versus McNeese. Is McNeese good this year, Chris? They still the same guys? I don't remember been following.
Yeah, it's still Will Wade.
But they still have the
They
same
lost
guys.
Shahada.
Like they were stacked last year.
They lost Shahad. They lost the point guard, but their big man is back.
What's his name? Don't they have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all that stuff?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Milt Chamberlain, Larry Blur, Robbie Avila. He went to St. Louis.
The Marshall Plan versus the Screaming Eagles of Southern Indiana. George Mason, he's a wonderful man, versus Stony Brook, Seawolves. Got Florida versus Grambling State. No pedophiles allowed at that one. Oh, maybe there is. Virginia Tech against Winthrop. Maryland against FAMU. Rutgers versus St. Peter's. Those of you in New Jersey, don't worry. Can't find it on your apps. The game still exists. Mizzou versus EWU. Furman. The Paladins up against Jacksonville. The Butler did it up against Western Mish. Pitt versus Gardner-Webb. Virginia versus Coppin State. We could stop there. Chris, what do you think?
Hey, give me Western Michigan against Butler. Butler just, an outright loss to Austin Peay as 17-point favorites. Didn't cover their first game against Missouri State as 17-point favorites. Now they're laying 17 again. I sense a pattern here. Give me Western Michigan plus the points. I lean towards Gardner-Webb plus the points against Pitt. I just don't know if Pitt's 20.5 points better than Gardner-Webb. I think Pitt wins comfortably, maybe by 15 though. So I'll gladly take 20.5. Gardner-Webb 2-0 ATS start this season. I think they can keep it respectable. And let's see. Give me Eastern Washington plus the points against Missouri. Missouri, they started the season with a loss to Memphis, and then land the same number or close to it. Didn't cover against Howard, but again, team that won comfortably just didn't cover. And I think that 15 points feels about the same here against Eastern Washington. Decent Eastern Washington team as well. So give me Eastern Washington and the points.
Costi.
We're going to go. I don't really have any college today, honestly. Somebody that I'm just going to ride Alabama here. They should be able to blow them out. Simply, they shoot threes, and McNeese State does struggle defending the three. At Alabama, this is a really good team that brought back a lot of guys. So only one I really like on the board is Alabama.
Alabama.
Battle.
Mitch. Oh, bad head. Mitch.
I'm up.
Yep.
Grambling all day and twice on Mondays. I think Grambling's got a solid chance to win the SWAC. I said last time.
Grambling this year. You love them.
Hey, I picked them to beat Ole Miss outright. They missed by a bucket. I think tonight against Florida, I think they show up again. Florida's good, but not great. And I think with all the turmoil, never good. I wouldn't be surprised if their coach isn't suspended right before the game or sometime today. It's going to be tough to get him out on the court in this situation, is my guess. I never understand why they don't nip it in the butt, early. I like Eastern Washington plus the points against Mizzou. I think it's a lot of points to be laying for Mizzou. I like Gardner-Webb against Pitt just because Costi faded him that last time against Tennessee and badmouthed them on top of it. And I felt bad for him, and I still do, even though they do come off a little aloof at times. Why do you hate Gardner-Webb so much? Costi. What'd they ever do to him? Yeah. Did they they steal the last Kit Kat or something? I mean, what's going on?
I do like a good Kit Kat. Do we have Kit Kats in Canada with the really good chocolate? Chris?
Well, in March.
I feel like you need this. Can you ship them to me? It's too hard I can't bring enough back when you
normally with the Christmas cookies, he throws a couple in.
Last time I shipped something, your wife thought I was trying to poison you. So
listen, I ate for the both of us, and look, I'm still here. I'm ate it.
Showing.
Usually he throws a couple in with the Christmas cookies.
Yeah, it's too much for me to carry back. I didn't have enough space, so if you could just ship me some Kit Kats, please.
Sure.
I thought you were gonna go get one and eat one on air in front of me to piss me off. That's what I thought he was doing. He's one of these let me go get a Kit Kat.
If it's gonna piss you off, sure, I'll go do it.
Is there midday NHL? Is that what's going on here?
I didn't think so.
Way to battle Monday Night Football by throwing in midday NHL.
No one cares about Monday. Yeah, there is 12:30.
It's a good game tonight. Actually, I really enjoy the game. I really like the Rams receivers. Really like.
You're an NFL fan.
I am an NFL fan. It is. See, if you take an L and you take a backwards L, you make a square.
That's not a square.
No, you do. It's like you do 4 of them. I just need 2 more fingers. Where's Pathy? If Pathy was here.
It's a good bit. Anyways, nice bit. I mean, what was that? Didn't even make sense, man. He's talking nonsense. You done yet? Like,
hey guys,
we got Alcorn State versus Tulane. Chattanooga, the Mocs against Austin Peay. Austin Peay with that monster win this season. Can they follow that up, man? Smashing Butler earlier this year. We got SMU versus Greensboro. Gloves are off. Oklahoma versus Northwestern State. Texas A&M versus my main man, Lamar. Iowa State versus Kansas City. We got Purdue against Yale. Depaul against Mercer. Jay's got Mercer. Marquette against Central Michigan. Washington State against Idaho. I was living in my own private Idaho. CSU Bakersfield versus North Dakota State. Carson Wentz is a healthy scratch. UCLA, Carson Wentz, Trey Lance, none of them are doing anything else. They could all play. UCLA against Boston U, my alma mater, going up against McCronen's bunch, who really looked sad in that game against New Mexico. I got to say, man, I was surprised how disappointing they were. I was disappointed in how disappointing they were. Chris, anything on the board here for you? I don't love today's college hoops card, to be honest. I see a couple places to go, but my picks have been so bad. I normally start pretty cold, in college hoops, but man, I've had a couple of horrible beats already. So leery, even though I see a few that I should just jump on. I know it.
Give me Iowa State in a beatdown against Kansas City. Kansas City hasn't played anybody this season. They played 2 subdivision teams. And Iowa State, I mean, this defense is carried over. They have all the potential to win this one by 40.
You understand.
Yeah.
Wins
I 100%. I get it. 100%. I get you. But I think
we're at that time of the year, too. We're almost at the 1-year anniversary of the bit.
Also give me Yale plus the points against Purdue. Purdue just lost one of their big men for the season.
They got like 6.
Yale's not going to be. Yeah, that's true. They have like 4 guys over 7 feet, but they lost the biggest one, the one that was 7'4", the new Zach Edey. Yeah, he's gone for the year, so it's going to give Yale a bit more of a shot. But they got great guard defending, and that's going to be the key to stopping Purdue is stopping Braden Smith, and I think that Yale can do that. And Yale, they've been a tournament team for the last 8 years, so they're not going to be afraid to go to Purdue and battle the Boilermakers here. So give me Yale plus the points. And yeah, that's about it.
Costi.
That was the only college game that I had today. That was it.
Which is
I don't really want to give my opinion because I'm gonna get exiled. So I'm just gonna plead the fifth here.
State Survivor, you're not going to Exile Island, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
What was the game that you liked?
No, I'm not telling you because you'll probably kick me off. So
what was it, Chris?
It was Alabama.
What happened?
Costi was square again. Like getting in this slot, Jay. You didn't miss anything. It's the same story, different show.
Yeah. Nah, nothing yet in college.
We should have the Rubik's Cube down there and put it up there while Costi talks over it. It's the Rubik's Cube of choices. Alabama busted up my 8-pick. Had some great YouTube comments this weekend. You see that one, like the guy said, like, fuck you, cost you money. It was like 3 hours before the game started, and then they ended up covering.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
The ones I've still try to understand are the ones that are towards me and say, this guy doesn't look like he played a college sport. How does he know what he's talking about?
Those are my favorite. I love those. We could do like an entire montage of those. Jay, anything for you? Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Lamar, my man.
Nothing I feel comfortable with yet. Nope.
I'll go with Lamar. I love him in this one. I like what Lamar's doing as a program. I mean, they haven't played any games this season, but I just like the direction that they're headed. Texas A&M, not one of my teams. I'm a little worried about those offensive boards. Who isn't? But I'm going to go with Lamar here. I think that's way too many points to be laying. I'm going to take Mercer plus the points to fade Depaul like Jay wants to. He just must have missed it or something.
I looked at it, but the way they beat up on PV, cool right now. I need to see them again. Like
Mercer is like a totally different animal than them.
I still don't know who these teams are for real yet. So that's the problem for me.
All right, we move it on over. NBA 5-game card. Cleveland, Chicago, Pelicans, Nets. Jay.
I'm on Cleveland. I'm laying it. 9-2 ATS, 11-0. I have no reason to fade them in this spot. The Bulls, the way they played at home has not been encouraging. You know, they lost by 9 to Utah at home. The Minnesota Timberwolves took them behind the shed, 135-119. This is just not a sexy spot to try to grab Chicago, in my opinion. The Thunder Buddies came in there and busted them up 114-95. It's Cleveland or nothing for me in that game. They're just playing that good at basketball right now. What was the second one?
New Orleans, Brooklyn.
Pelicans, do not bet list. Short, sweet, simple. I'm on Brooklyn. Looking at that game, everything I look at tells me Brooklyn, and I just don't want to overcomplicate it. I feel like the line tells you Brooklyn. The Nets favorite on the road. Come on now. Like, it couldn't be more obvious. The Pelicans tremendously banged up, missing everybody. This is the G League team. I forgot the name. But this is the G League team for the Pelicans. No McCollum, no DeJounte, no Zion, no Hawkins, no nobody. All I got is Brandon Ingram and some guys. So I think the Nets, who have been a money-making machine, 8-2 against the number this season, come in here and hoop. They passed the eye test. I like how they played their last two games, went on the road, forced Boston to OT, then on the back end of a back-to-back, played Cleveland extremely tough. It's got to be Nets for me here.
Chris?
I'm going to take the Brooklyn Nets as well. Yeah, fade the Birmingham Squadron.
That's what it is.
There's nobody there. It's a bare bones situation in New Orleans right now. Yeah, I can't back them in this spot. Cleveland, I'm on there as well, and until I have a reason to fade the Cavaliers, I don't think I'm going to. I know it looks like a tricky spot, but they've defied everything up to this point, so why not take them again? Give me the Cavs here.
The Squadron. Fade nails.
Some people won't accept.
You just look like you finna say something crazy, Costi. Say something. I'm on the Pelicans again.
No, fuck that, man. I'm tired of being disrespected. Tired of being disrespected on the show. I'm being disrespected on tech.
I don't understand what the problem is here.
Now I got to turn the hat around because it's business. Cleveland for me.
Oh shit!
You know what? Here's the crappy part is you gave me the rights to the hosting, and now I logged out because I have a new computer in the office. I don't have it anymore. Now I'm back.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna keep it simple. No analysis.
Text a bitch, man. Text a bitch.
Text a bitch. Cleveland and my Brooklyn Nets. There you go, Jay. Fuck the Pelicans. God, they're ass.
Their ass.
I hate them.
Did the Nets just get the Bulls treatment?
Your Brooklyn Nets.
No, your Brooklyn Nets.
Man. Do you like your Mitch?
I like the Bulls. I know the betting tool said take the Cavs, but I don't know, man. I had the Nets against the Cavs on, was it Friday? They had them dead. They just had them dead. It's Saturday, right? They had them just dead. They just let them off the hook, but keep going to. I know, but they had them dead.
Oh, you talking right? Yeah,
they had them dead. I mean, the Nets are the team to beat this year in the NBA. They're so good. I don't know. I've been on the Bulls. I've been on both these teams, so I don't know. I don't love it. It's a lean to the Bulls. I just think that eventually, the books, they start to pull the rug out. I like the Nets too. That's the Pelicans. I'm a little less confident about laying those points. Just seems almost too easy.
It's probably the most public game on the board. Like everybody, I don't think there's a soul really today on the Pelicans. So it's like we all rocking with the Nets today. Can they do it for us is the question. Do they? This is a game that kind of brings the Nets into the stable where it's like, oh yeah, we love them boys. Or it's like, God damn it, we fell for it. It's one of them.
Well, I think yesterday a lot of people fell for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah. But that was a tight game though. Like it was
only because the Celtics couldn't play any worse. And then they basically went through the motions and they said, all right, let's just win at the end. And then the Bucks were so pathetic that they covered. It was so bad.
Yep.
That third quarter, at home. Anyways, we got the Clippers versus the Chetless Thunder Buddies. Got Houston against Washington, and Spurs versus Kings. No Chet.
Chet out 2 months.
Chris, no Chet.
Sucks.
No, it's an opportunity.
I think I was leaning towards the Clippers and the points with or without Chet. This just even for whatever reason has played really well on the road this season. And two defensive-minded teams. I think you can make a case that the Clippers have a shot to win it outright, but I'll take the points to be safe. Also like the under in that game. Just saw the first meeting was 197 points, and I still think it's going to be another defensive slugfest. So under and the Clippers there. I like the Rockets, but I don't like them at 13.5. I think I liked them at 10.5. But yeah, 13.5 feels like a bit much, but there's no taking the Wizards for me here. This team's 2-0 against the Hawks, 0-6 everywhere else. So if you can stomach it, take the Rockets.
Fuck the Hawks.
I'm with Chris on both of these. Clippers on the road are a different team than in their gorgeous arena that they built that they keep losing in. And without Chet, they went from the best defensive team in the league. I think this is going to hurt them substantially. I just think it's too many points. Oklahoma City wins the game, but Clippers get the late cover. And then I'm laying the points with Houston. Houston, when they win at home, they cover. And Washington has been getting double digits for a good portion of this season. They're at home with Miami getting 10, lose outright, not get the cover. Golden State getting 11, don't get the cover. At Orlando getting 11.5, don't get the cover. Earlier in the season against Boston, 14. It doesn't matter. You can't make the spread high enough. And Houston, this is their spot at home. They are a good covering team. This tracks back to all the way to last year. I'm not worried about the 13.5. I think they blow this Wizards team out that is just pathetic this year.
Sounds like you got some mad respect there for the Wizards.
Stop twisting my words.
Whoa. We haven't heard that since Rod last sat on the stage.
This might be my last day. I'm fighting. I'm in
it. Is that
it.
a threat? Is that a threat?
No, I don't have a choice.
Are you expecting us to beg you to stay?
No, I'm either one. I'm just saying this could be it. So I'm going out firing, man.
Well, we do have a special surprise guest tomorrow joining the show.
Costume trying to drop the hammer and then
I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm gonna start my own show. Could be
on what channel?
Costi against the world.
On our channel?
No. Yeah, on your channel. I'm going to start my own show on your channel.
I'm leaving the show.
But I'm going to start.
I'm staying on
Not
the
the
channel.
channel.
Not the channel. Just
Who's
the
coming
channel.
with me? Chris, can I sway you to, because me and you get along really well and like feel like we could have a good vibe going. You think the Chris and Costi show?
Well, we got a new Tuesday, Thursday guy, so surprise. It's Brad Francis.
Don't drag me into this.
I'm just saying.
I'll make a guest appearance here and there, but I'm not.
Hey,
I've
that's
already
right.
lost. Look. I've already lost this once. I'm not trying to lose it again. I've already been
Got
fired once. I'm not trying to get fired twice.
2 words for you, Costi. Don't worry about it.
Drive through.
Nope.
Morning steam.
Nope.
What is it?
Power stance.
Nope.
You're fired.
Nope. We'll let him think about it. Let it
I'm
suffer.
trying to think of all the 2-word combinations. In what word? No, that's 3. I can't count.
It's okay.
I don't know what he's. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's okay. Is that it?
You don't need to know. You're good. You're on a need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
Don't worry about it.
That's not nice.
Oh boy, you got the don't worry about it. You're in trouble.
Oh, I knew you were going there. I'm not going. I swear. I'll retire.
Be like Carson Palmer. Yeah, you can bench me all you want. I got $92 million of your money just sitting in my bank account. Fine.
They get right to the picks. I can't do that. Like you got to at least, have some foreplay a little bit.
Maybe I should go over there.
I like that, Jesse. Costi's plays, they'll cost you. Costly plays with a K.
I'm going to take the Spurs against the Kings because I believe in them. I like the way they're playing defense. I don't like the way the Kings can't hit the 3. They got to be dead last in the NBA in 3-point shooting. They probably lead the league in 20-footers. I'm going to take
that one step back.
No, they can't take the one step back.
Everybody on their team but one guy shoots mid-range. The only guy that shoots 3s is Keegan Murray. Everybody else shoots 2s. So, Mitch is right.
They lead the league at 20-footers, man.
Fox trying to get to the bucket. DeRozan's a mid-range assassin. Sabonis, he in the lane. Like, ain't nobody shooting 3s over there.
They had Buddy Hield. He left town.
He's on the Warriors.
I know.
It's
Great
not part
fit.
of this program. Remember when Costa used to be on the show? We're just practicing. It's like
Those were the days.
name 18 people that used to have a spot on the morning show.
Do you want them alphabetically, reverse alphabetically, by date?
Chronologically.
Now, question. If you remove me from the morning show, do I still get to stay on the text thread?
I don't think so. We'll have to start a new text thread with Fred. We don't have Romanelli on the text thread.
Should we? Yeah, we should have him on there.
I don't know if he wants to be any part of it.
That's it for you, Mitch?
No. I like the Rockets against the Wizards, but I don't love it. But that's it.
I'm on the Rockets, and I got to lay it. I said the same thing to myself yesterday with the Magic, and I was just sitting there all day mad at myself. Like, you're an idiot. You should have just laid it. Like, just don't even overcomplicate it, bro. Don't even overcomplicate it. Just lay it. Like, if there's a team that balls out at home, they really can't make the number high enough. And that's what it boils down to. You know, we saw the Wizards get taken behind the shed yesterday by the Magic, who were amazing last year as home favorites. Magic were 22-6 last season. The second best team as home favorites was Houston. They were 14-5-1, covered at a 74% clip when they were favored at home. I don't think they can make the line high enough. I think we just got to plug our nose and play they blow them out. And then give me the Thunder. Just lay it. Fuck the Clippers, respectfully. I am kind of mad at the Thunder for losing yesterday, but in the same breath, like, it's still the Thunder. And they're still one of the best home favorites in the league. The Clippers are not the Warriors. They never have been. They never will be. So comparing the two is fraudulent. The Thunder were 8-6 ATS last season off no rest. So they were profitable ATS-wise in the no rest spot. We've already seen them take the Clippers behind the shed. Give me the Thunder, buddies. And I'm with Mitch. Yesterday on the jam session, the number one comment, the most liked comment was the Spurs need to be on the do not bet list. My comments, they be cracking me up lately. Yes, they crack me up. But the most liked comment yesterday was the Spurs need to be on the do not bet list. So that's what I told them today on today's jam session. I'm on the Spurs money line. And if they lose, then they will be the fifth team on the list. That's just how it goes. This is how it's going to play out. This is just a weird spot, weird situation. I think San Antonio is overrated, overvalued, but overrated, overvalued teams do win and cover sometimes. If you ask me who's the better team, I will tell you Sacramento, but Sacramento, road favorite. We've seen this story before. Give me San Antonio money line. They better win it or they going on the list. That's what I like. NBA.
All right. NFL Monday Night Football. Costi. Dolphins, Rams.
Rams. The Dolphins are a dumpster fire of a team. Tua is scared to throw the ball deep. Tyreek might not even suit up.
So you can see that with Miami, but you can't see that with the Jets.
Man, I'm blinded. I don't know. See,
They're the same team, like exactly right this season. Same division, same team. Same shit.
They are on record. You're right. Everything you're saying, you're right. But the problem is, there's a 4-letter word.
Hope.
Exactly. And you have hope with the Jets, and you have no hope with the Dolphins. They have a horrible coach. Same thing with the Jets.
That coach.
Quarterback play, equal. Running backs, equal. Wide receivers, equal. Defense, equal. So you're right. Everything you're saying between the Jets and the Dolphins adds up. The only thing I have with the Jets is there's hope. And with Miami, there is none. This Rams team finally has Puka, who's healthy. Kupp is healthy. Demarcus Robinson's playing well. They have a great running back. They have a great scheme, a great coach, and they're in a position to win. It scares me why the line is only what it is. It really scares me. And that's why the NFL does this, but I'm all over it, man. I think it's very simple. Don't overthink it. Take the Rams.
Jake.
Word for word, bar for bar. I'm on the Dolphins. Me and Mitch been harping on their ass. They're done. They're cooked. They got one of the worst coaches in the league, and Mike McDaniel. Mitch converted me onto that train early. Rams can still win the division. You know, they got no room for error with the way the Cardinals playing. The Niners, got a dub yesterday. I think this is just a Ram-style spot. So I think this is a head coaching mismatch. One team has one of the best head coaches in the league. One of them has one of the worst. Like, Not overcomplicating this one. I'm sticking a fork in the Dolphins. Give me the Los Angeles Rams. I will say it looks like the world on the Rams tonight. Looks like the world is on them. That's still not enough to talk me off the Rams, though. I'm still with them. I wouldn't be surprised if by game time people talk themselves onto the Dolphins either. So, they will. So it won't matter. Give me the Rams.
I'll take the Steelers plus the points against the Ravens. Parlay it up with the Colts. Chris?
Give me the over. This Dolphins offense has actually started to play a little bit better since Tua came back. And I still think that the Rams are going to be able to put up points here. Dolphins, I think they're going to go Tyreek Hill. Anytime touchdown, maybe 2+ touchdowns. The Rams defense give dead last in yards per completion allowed in the league, so they're giving up a lot of big plays. I think they give some up here. I think Tyreek Hill's the benefactor of it. So give me the over.
Since Costy's leaving, you're going to fade the Ravens one more time here, getting 3.5 with the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
We're already on next week.
Well, you're leaving, so we have to bash the Baltimore teams one more time because you said you were leaving the show.
Oh,
Are you back?
3.5.
Are you back?
3.5. Yeah, I'm back. Back 3.5. I'll take the Steelers all day.
You're supposed to say, well, you begged me. It's like, that's the whole bit. It's like, since you begged me. Yeah, Steelers all day, right? 3.5. It seems almost too easy.
Oh my God, they got the Chiefs as dogs next week. They serious? Oh my God. Taking candy from a baby. That was the one thing I was worried about. Like, if they was gonna put the Chiefs as a favorite on the road, it kind of was gonna be the death march. But now they done gave us the motivation. They done gave us the motivation for I've been telling y'all that's the only spot I see the Chiefs maybe losing. They're gonna beat everybody else and run the table. If the Bills don't do it, it ain't happening. So, and we already know the record with Mahomes as a dog. We've been through this. We know this.
Take the Chargers.
Chiefs.
Take the Chargers. All right.
Them Chargers 1.5 favorites at Sunday Night Football. Hoping them Bengals next week. Take the Chargers.
Take the Chargers.
Parlay time. Parlay. Parlay.
Chris, lead us off.
Parlay.
Give me Yale.
Yeah.
Give me Winthrop and Eastern Michigan. Or sorry, Eastern Washington, pardon me. Eastern Washington.
Parlay that with a Kit Kat from Canada.
Costi.
Parlay.
Rams, Cavs, Nets.
Jay.
Rams, Cavs, Nets, Thunder.
Oh, piggyback.
I like it.
I like it.
Grambling, Lamar, and Gardner-Webb. A little snotty, but still, it's Monday. If you're not in a shitty mood on Monday, you just didn't have a good weekend. We all know that. Just means you had a bad weekend. I hate the chipper Monday people. Someone's got a case of the Mondays. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Costi, thank you for your service to our show.
Namaste.
Tomorrow.
It's all in good fun.
Tomorrow, we got a new co-host on the show. Be on the lookout for that. But also tomorrow, first in-season tournament day in the NBA, man. Huge deal. Huge day. Be locked in. Be here. Be ready.
Also, we have a new co-host. It's a surprise. It's Brad Francis.
Thanks, guys.
It's a mystery.
It was really nice. This was awesome. The last couple months, I really appreciate it.
You're not coming back?
If you have me, I'll come back.
Well, Brad's only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. even though
Oh,
he's
so I could be back Friday?
well, for the time being until he squeezes you out. It usually happens on the show.
The squeeze, the coup,
Yeah, it
coup's
happens.
coming.
It happens
Well, I'm going to start my own show on this channel.
on this show. Afternoons with Costi.
Afternoon.
You have to smoke the stogie
Oh, yeah.
in the show.
The halftime show was great. Your
Smoke
mom's
the
basement said, "We love you, Costi." Why is your name Your Mom's Basement? Get a real name. No. Your Mom's Basement.
Costi's not going. We just like to give him all the time. We just got to keep him on the edge. Keep him in
Just
line.
gotta keep him free.
Yeah, if not, there's chaos. It's like the show's not the same without Eric busting in.
I don't know where Eric's been. Oh, he's been with the mom. Knee replacement. She gets to hear all about the dime club.
Financial freedom.
He's in the hospital. He's got two computers up, and he's doing dime club videos. Mom's just laying there on oxys, just like laughing at him. He had me on FaceTime. Imagine that. Trying to recover from a knee surgery, and all you hear is dime club. Oh, man.
How much you betting on the game? Let me ask you something. Thanks, everyone. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Peace.